Title: The Wall of Jericho Falls Down. After crossing the Jordan, the Israelites faced Jericho, a fortress city with walls so thick and tall, they seemed untouchable. From the outside, Jericho looked like an impossible challenge. The gates were shut tight and the soldiers inside were ready for battle. But God had a different plan, one that made zero sense to human logic. He told Joshua, "See, I have given Jericho into your hand." Notice how he spoke in past tense, have given, as if it was already done. That's how God talks. He sees victory before we even move. The instructions were unusual. For 6 days, the army was to march around the city once each day in total silence, led by 7 priests blowing trumpets before the Ark of the Covenant. On the 7th day, they were to march around the city 7 times, and then shout. No weapons, no siege towers, just obedience and faith. So they did exactly that. Imagine the people inside Jericho watching, confused. What are these Israelites even doing? But day after day, Israel marched in silence. On the 7th day, after the 7th lap, Joshua commanded, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." They shouted, not out of frustration, but out of faith. And suddenly, the walls that had stood for generations shook, cracked, and collapsed to the ground. The city was conquered without a single sword strike against those walls. God Himself brought them down. Lessons. Jericho teaches us that obedience is stronger than strategy. Sometimes God has plan one, to make sense to the logical mind. He might tell you to march when you want to fight, or to stay silent when you want to speak. But when you follow His voice, even the strongest walls in your life, fear, sin, addiction, pride, must fall. Faith doesn't always roar. Sometimes it just walks quietly in obedience until the appointed time to shout. The Israelites didn't win because they were strong, but because they trusted the one who was. God's timing and method may seem strange, but they're always perfect. Prayer. Lord, teach me to trust your process even when it looks foolish to the world. Help me walk faithfully around my Jerichos, those impossible situations, knowing that you can bring down any wall in my life. Let my obedience be louder than my fear, and my faith stronger than my doubt. Amen. Follow Inspire Chris on TikTok for more faith-filled contents.